Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included, and this is my mission of getting the Musky Moo. The Musky Moo? Oh no, the Husky Moo. How am I? I keep forgetting. I keep thinking it's Musky Moo. Um. Oh, hold on. Did they call that because there's husks and they now eat husks? Okay, that did not clue in to me. Fair enough. So what I did last time is I'm working on a research reactor. I better let's just can I? Oh no, can't disable it. But what I'll do, very importantly, is put in the automation line here, so that doesn't become active. But I don't. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because I don't have enriched uranium, which is something I need to do. So I guess that's not an urgent thing. But yeah, I set up that. I got this Dreco stable, so we have lots of reed fiber. We got lots of plastic if we need any of that. What were some of the other? Oh, right. Last time I ended up going over this asteroid. I was thinking I wouldn't have to. Actually, what I had thought I was going to be able to do last time is get a. Let's double check this. Apparently, they changed it. There was an update. Maybe we'll re-enable this. We have more data. Oh, there's just only a single data bank. Maybe I'll try to get more. But yeah, so there's that. I think there's new critters, but I'm pretty sure the Musky Moo and the Gassy Moo are not there because they don't have eggs anyways. I thought last time I'd be able to get one and build a stable, and yesterday I would have already experimented with that thing. Not the case. This has been a much bigger task, but I'm making very good progress on a Radbolt propulsion. Just a little bit more of that. And for enriched uranium, we have an asteroid that's not far away. So that's the goal, first goal right now. It's getting over here. I'm going to do that with a carbon dioxide rocket. So let's begin that task. So this Printiceptor now has a maximum here. Let's say 25. So we've got 68. No, that's not 25. There we go. So enough for one egg, which is nice. That means we won't send all of them over there. But I think I will start with my... so I've got this little rocket here. I'm probably not going to, well, be able to ideally send this one over to the other asteroid that I like to go to. So how about we set up another rocket? I think I've found my first bug. I've got carbon dioxide rocket here. Let's slow down. Oh no, I'm hitting new rocket. I should be hitting build. Yeah, that's what's wrong. So I want to send some material, and if we can, oh, zooming out and scrolling up at the same time. Ooh, that's not right. What was I trying to grab? Or do I have the tech? Maybe I don't have the tech for that. I want the rover. Rover module. Let's just do that. Robotic tools. So now we're putting iron in here. Let's go see if I can add a module. We'll put in, hopefully, there, rover module. I'm out of copper ore. Really? Okay, that was a bit of a surprise. Make this out of iron then. And we'll make our top part of this rocket. And then after that's built, we can design the middle of it. So here will be our little rocket called Enriched Uranium. So just to make the dupes run a little bit faster, especially since they've got Atmos suits that they can wear. Let's start to have exosuit training across the board. So starting the process of loading in some oxygen in this rocket, as well as putting in algae, some batteries, some gear bomb. We'll do a quick little mission. Thinking a single bionic dupe for this, so we'll have to plan that out. Speaking of which, I want to have one of these guys go on that, maybe scientist. We need to have the ability to do piloting, which I don't have any. Well, Well, how are we doing for microchips? 48. Okay, that's good. Produce some of those way down here. So that is piloting booster. Maybe make 5 of those. Anything good here? Lummet, but kind of prefer trying this out. Notice that you always get the same thing now. If you don't take from there, they keep offering you the same garbage. If in fact you don't like what you had, that's what I've noticed, anyways. Just noticing that hydrogen is become backed up. This is a good sign on the one hand, because that means we've got lots of power potential. But for breathability, not so much. So let's try to fix that. Okay, so now we've got another storage area for hydrogen, which is good. We don't have a leak in here, do we? 17. No, it's highly more pressured here. Oh, no. That's why we have the liquid there to prevent that anyways. Same issue over here. So building a hydrogen storage here, because I don't think it'll be, I'll just have to keep making more and more gas reservoirs if I don't have infinite storage of hydrogen. The other thing is an upgrade to a another transformer rather. It's going to service the top of the base because this isn't looking too great up here. So I'm just going to check this out. I think there are new critters from the update today. Sleet weight. I think that's new. Do you just get a single piece? It's kind of sad. Or do you get... yeah, I'm assuming it is literally just one. But the Husky or Gassy Moo, I mean, they don't come in eggs, so I guess it kind of makes sense they're not there. Just had to check. That'd be sad if I continued on this mission to go to space and realized that they had just put in some mechanism to get it from there. Okay, so let's now connect this little guy up to there. We'll connect that there and maybe try splitting it there and see how this goes. That's looking better. Sealing this up. We'll connect that with power. And we'll send in hydrogen from the top here instead. Oh, you know what? I think this little control right here direction, it was important. So we'll do that. So I want to consume the hydrogen that's in the base and before the hydrogen that's up here. This is the excess. So power-wise, I think we are doing really well. The excess amount of hydrogen. That's now storing excess over there because I already see that second gas reservoir I just built is fine. Funny circuitry here. Why don't we just do this and this? That way we could take that back. So now I'm going to get scientists to take off all those boosters. And we'll take in these. Oh, we have one more. Okay, like to see if we could create one more, but we're quite low on microchips. Let's see if we can do something about that before we take off. Just making sure we can produce power. I think we are now ready to go. Here is the schedule. Scientist, just about to go on break, but I don't think that's going to matter. Select the crew. So, scientist, this is for you and only you. Let's do a destination. Right like that. You can begin launch when you are ready. Excellent, and they'll be there in 0.3 cycles. And we're just starting to orbit Leaf Bona. Let's first deploy our metal down on this asteroid. And then our rover. Put that right there. And then we can return. Just make sure, okay, that rover is just about to fall down. Let's send you back. Now we have an asteroid over here. We'll start with taking that out and opening up some of these. Hello. Rover unreachable. What? What? Hello to rover. Uh-oh. I wonder if we've got a bug. We just landed a rover and destruction air. Yeah, he won't it says unreachable. What do you mean unreachable? Just gonna try reloading my game. Just did a reload and aha. Okay. Just need to reload my game. So what I wanted to do, make a path up like this. I'd like to open up some of this metal. And then we'll have a plan of putting a rocket platform. Probably can't build that until we get the enough metal opened up, but we'll wait for that. Okay, there's our material study terminal. I'm going to put a NOT gate. And we will direct Radbolts to go into this building when there is a need. Again, I'd love the ability to put settings on things just before they're actually built. And getting the rover to put in our metal. They won't be able to build it, but they at least can supply material. Make sure this is pointing the right way. So, I don't know if I've come across another bug. I think I have. Why is hydrogen not going to... I was wondering why we have no power. That might explain why so much hydrogen build up that I need to have this infinite storage. Wow. I think last time there was an issue with the conveyor lines. And then the dev notes, it looked like they fixed that. I think the way I had it set up, and we'll see if it's working. I had this set up like this initially, and that was an issue. See if that goes away now, but for some reason I'm having to take, I'm assuming taking this out is going to fix the situation. Oh yeah. Is any other situation like that broken? Like here's a case. Seems fine there, but why? Oh. Oh, I think that was cute. That has to do with this. This was going... we're sending hydrogen. Okay, I can solve this problem. I don't think this was related to the update. I could put that there. That would allow me to put this back, and then I think we'd have no issue after that. Choose a blueprint. Oh, I never actually chose anything. Just so I can do a little bit of research with it. I'm going to do the grass seed. I think in the notes it says if the critter eats this, it produces more gas. We'll see if that's actually true. So I've selected Builder to be the one to land on the asteroid. Thing I'd like them to get the most is power banks, so that they get the hopefully won't run out of power when they are all alone, which would not be good. So we'll do that, allowing them to store more power banks. Let's go check on Builder. Assuming we're going to see them, go put that in right away. Or, Either that or they'll do it on their break. Oh, they're on break. Checking their skill. Okay, well, I'm just going to trust that they will grab power banks for this mission. Oh, I can always check in their settings too. Just looking at builder, they're 140 of 720, so they have now a higher storage than the other dupes at 480. But I don't want to send them on this mission while they've got a small amount. Let's just check their schedule here, builder. Heading towards their break soon. Let's just do this. So they load in their batteries and we can take off shortly after. Slowly going down. Was that one battery they took in? Maybe that was not enough time. Apparently an animation was fixed of them in here. After they eat, do they just hang out for a bit? So they're getting extra morale from eating or recharging batteries together. But importantly, we've got a higher amount. There is batteries within our rocket, so I think maybe we're fine to take off. Here we go, here we go. Let's see how this works. So let's add builder. Actually, hold on. Let's make sure they actually are. Oh no. Take that off. Make them a really strong builder before they go. Okay, an extra construction booster. They're defragmenting. Okay, let's just cut that. Actually, let's go back to the schedule. We don't need... Actually, this is what I'm thinking. Let's send miner up here. And let's send this schedule for builder. Actually, it should be more on down. I just want to make sure that they constantly load in their batteries. So when they land on this asteroid, I know that they're somewhat full. Hoping that is going to be the right logic. Let's give this a test. So we're going to add builder here. We're going to set a destination right at the edge of this. Cargo loading, complete cargo. Oh yeah, that's this. Let's get rid of that. Oh, right. I forgot. I don't know if we've used up all the no, we haven't. We might as well go down, do some digging with the rover, since we've got that little guy there. But we need to actually change the rocket first. Okay, so that rocket just took off before I could make sure that the Trailblazer inside was actually created. And I'm not certain I can cancel the destination. Is that true? I want to say cancel the plans. I don't want to go where you're going. Saying it's going to be their endpoint. You used to be able to do this. I'm certain. I don't want to abandon the ship. Set round trip. Landing sites. Oh, set destination. There we go. Okay. Okay. That's how I can abandon or return home early. Okay. False start. Let's get the Trailblazer module inside built. Now we can do the real launch. We're just about to start orbiting here. Let's select builder. Let's double check before they go. Hold on. Let's be careful about this. Is builder set with their power? Oh, it's the wrong rocket. They're about to, okay, using the outhouse. Actually, this is perfect. They can ungunk, fly themselves. So gunk is currently at 0. Stress is at 0. Gear oil is 70 of 200. Power banks 600 of... Yeah, so I think we're in a good state, actually. Let's deploy. We'll send this right down there. No! Oopsie daisy. Okay. Shoot. Okay, taking off again. See how this goes. So let's do it again. Do we think it's going to crash this time as well? I will reselect builder. Deploy. This time I will put them here on a... Actually, or no, right there. Oh, yay, we made it. Okay, builder flops down quickly. And this was the point where I guess that is one task I missed, which is fine. Let's just specify that the priority is getting this built, and then the next priority is getting the ladder built. With any extra time, we can start to make our way down there. And we've got a rocket platform. Awesome, so let's take this rocket. Set destination, land in here. Now, this isn't the rocket that I ideally want to be in here. We can get rid of that now. Because I want this rocket to be there because it is much more comfortable for our bionics. So I'm thinking we'll go right back. So as soon as that's gone. Select crew is... Are they both selected? Okay, they are. Set to crew only. Let's go back home and change our rocket and come right back. There's enough carbon monoxide, right? Good. So just making sure we've got all our stuff. We're going to get more eco-power banks this time because it'll take a little bit longer. So we've got miner here with ability to get 4. Might even... Is that pushing it? That would allow me to get at least one more booster. I've got all my digging boosters thrown in here, as well as algae, power, gear bomb. And I think we're ready to go. And miner has boarded. Let's begin the launch. Wait 2 cycles until they arrive. And miner just about to land. So there we are. We finally got down here on this rocket. Now the mission becomes getting the enriched uranium. I just caught this dupe. They were making an orbital data collection. Now they are invisible. Let me just unpause it for a second. Oh, goodness. Even... Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, they left. They went out the door. They went out the door. That's all they did. Right? I don't see them. It says there's one. Okay, miner is here somewhere. Oh, here he is. Okay, don't go in there. I want you to go put in... I don't know if they changed it. So it would be nice if they did. You can't put on boosters when the booster is inside the rod. It's still annoying. Let me do this then. Let me say crew only. Miner, if you could go in. Just taking note that the gear bomb, so in this system, I actually put gear bomb in here. I really didn't need to, but it's not bad to have this backup. But the gunk extractor right now doesn't operate, so maybe the highest priority is to put this right there so we can get gunk out if or when need be. But before we do that, let's make sure that... Okay, so now if I go in this menu, I've got my digging boosters. So let's put in 1 extreme and 4. Why can't I do that? Okay, why can I only put in 3 boosters? Oops, didn't mean to take that off. I had 5 piloting boost. What? what? Let's just throw these on the ground. What if I do this in a different way? Digging booster. There's too many stuff. Way too much stuff there. If I tell miner to grab it that way, I'm not loving the bionic booster selection thing. There's so many issues. Okay, let's just ugh. I'm gonna go say digging booster there, and then if I click on that, okay, that's a much better way. Okay, so I think we just worked around that bug, and now we've got our 5 digging boosters. I am now going to bionic power. Hold on, I'm just a little bit nervous about that. What do you mean? What do you mean? 120. Where's your schedule? Maybe we should just give them a midday break to quickly be able to put on a. Go put in. There we go. Good. I don't want them to run out of power because they are alone right now. And now we've got miner working on trying to find some enriched uranium. So we've got down here, if nothing else, we can get uranium ore and convert that to enriched uranium directly. We don't have a beta hive on this asteroid. I'm guessing we're going to find one though. And we reach this spot. Get that water out of the way. With that, let's start digging in here. We need to put in a floor, very importantly, right there, as soon as we can. Awesome. And I see a little bit of enriched uranium in here. And some in here. Okay, just in case that wasn't the only ones, let's go dig in this direction. Oh, and there's our rover down. So it's all up to you. Oh, they can try to get oxygen from the asteroid too. In between the volcanoes. We found another one over here, currently drowning. Not good. Maybe what I'll do is we'll install that like that. In fact, let's do the same thing just to be safe here and here, though I don't see a lot of liquid over there. Enable harvest. Awesome. And now this guy, already delivering the uranium ore. We'll see if that can get converted to enriched, which I'm sure it will. Oh, another one. Might as well keep making our way over. And here is a little bit of scoop out of enriched uranium. And we have 47 kilograms. So far, anyway. What I'm going to do while I'm waiting for more of that, we'll do gold amalgam. The other thing is aluminum, because we're short metal. Back on this asteroid, loading in some liquid in here. So making sure we got conductive panels going round. That's going to connect to this thermoaquid tuner. So now that we've got 200 kilograms, that stuff, we have still have a lot of gear. Well, they wouldn't have used any gear bomb, I suppose, because there's phyto oil. But we're 40, so we used 10 power banks. I think there was 50, so that's awesome. Still lots to spare, so we weren't in any real danger. But do we have enough carbon dioxide to get back? I think we will. Never even considered that. But let's set to crew only. Fly back with our enriched uranium. Acknowledge the warning. I think that's just saying that we don't have enough to get back, but this is, we're going to the homeworld. What's going on? Begin launch. Oh, I had to click it twice. How'd you do that? Because you don't have piloting booster. Did I just make the game cheat? Husky Moo. Yeah, you're flying without a piloting booster. I'm just gonna let it happen. Curious if it's gonna take us longer. 0.3 cycles. No, it's still I think it was 0.2. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't look that different. But they can fly without their booster. So just designing a water line just in case this thing runs out of water. Don't want to have that situation happen. Because that could be a nuclear kaboom. So we'll do this and connect this to our water line. And I think that, yeah, that's an unreachable build. Again, I wish that they could climb on this building or other big buildings so you don't have to do this. They could just have a platform. I don't want to destroy this because obviously my vacuum would be destroyed. So I'll just destroy, build a ladder, and reconstruct. Let's just make a priority of getting this done while I try to figure out the lead suit situation before this thing goes nuclear. And what I'm thinking is we could get a checks point for these suits. I am forcing them to run, because once this is on, the only problem with this, I realize I'm forcing them to run through very radioactive zone. I'm just clearing a walking way a little bit further away from where it's going to be so terribly radioactive. Yeah, just because I'm not loving the food situation and we're limited more berry sledge with bristle blossoms and sleet wheat. This should fix this situation. And this guy's not. Oh, right. I wonder if they fix this. So we've got a rate hall. I actually could, or I could put this on it, but it actually made it where I could do something different. But let's do that just because it's close. Just curious if that was fixed in the game in the latest update. Someone could throw that up for us. Oh, I didn't actually hit select. Whoops. Somebody? Alright. Our biologist installing that. Just curious. Hey! Banquet hall! For the first time, I believe. Okay. Nice. And let's see about directionality. So standard dupes are not allowed to go. You're not supposed to. Yeah, whoops. Causing a little bit of confusion. I wonder if any other. I wish in either the vitals or something you could see which ones are wearing Atmos suits. Anyway. But basically, this engineer, I just said standard dupes are not allowed to go. How did. That's a little concerning. Maybe because they started their path before I changed the door. Let's hope that's the case. Anyway, this is for non-bionics. The thinking here is I can get bionics who already have Atmos suits and standard dupes up here in space. And I only want to let the regular dupes in here because I don't want their bionic dupes to come back and take off their Atmos suits that are permanently on right now. And we are building in our... Oh, apparently not. Never mind. Just doing a test run. Just doing a little bit of final line for our cooling. It's making its way around. Research reactor going in. getting a little bit of liquid thrown over here, and I realized that got an inefficient path as I saw some dupes climbing up a fire pole right here. So actually kicking off this system should be pretty good. So those guys are at least starting nice and cool. And I could use this for cooling as well if need be. So this guy is starting to run. What was the setting? If you're ever above, yeah, well, try 20. So that'll keep the line cool, at least hope. So I think that's going to maintain his vacuum right there. Just doing some double checks. Oh, a little bit of petroleum. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Might have gotten too much in there. 700. The maximum is 1,000. I guess I can just pop. So reloading petroleum in here. Last little piece there. That's for the nuclear waste. Let's do this. Let's do this. So let's just double check that's true signal. It is. Oh, hold on. Yeah, and that's meant to be disabled until everything turns to steam. And yeah, so down here, actually, so this is not too bad. Actually, it's kind of nice that I didn't go through here. The tubes are going through this way. Mostly safe, not entirely, but. And we're getting our first Radbolt. Boom. And let me just up the priority of that. I should see scientists up here soon, where we'll be able to complete our research on Radbolt propulsion. Scientists going to work. Oh. They're looking a little green. Oh, great. And they may get sick in their suit, which may, that's the only thing. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I have to move this. So we are disabling, or completely getting rid of, I guess, that, and we're going to relocate that to a little bit of a safer place. So we're going to take out our research reactor. That way we can take down the radiation. Build this in. I should just left that building. They could have finished the research that they had available. And we're getting radiation bombing. Now this can be really bad because scientists now has a soiled suit. So we'll get them to take that off. Put that back on once maybe they're feeling a little bit better. Let's see, this guy needs to go down and this guy needs to go left. And then we'll need one there and one there, and then I think we're good. Alright, so now that scientist is feeling better, let's get them to enter into here. Liquid exposure, shoot. Might as well mop that up too. Alright, they can wear an ammo suit once again. Okay, Arnie is on. Let's see if we've received some red bolts. We have not. Maybe there's something wrong. Oh, I can see one thing that's wrong. Nice. And let's make that a high priority. And how radioactive is it in there? That is a much safer place for scientists to work in. So now that there is no more water in here, it's just nuclear waste. Got hydro sensor running. I think I'm going to feel comfortable now. Connecting this to control that. So just putting in some a new rocket platform. Once this research is complete, we'll be able to build a Radbolt rocket. Want that to be a little bit further away since that's going to give lots of heat. We don't want to cool or heat up rather this environment. See, we've got our first nuclear waste. It's piled up over here. Right, much safer place to work at least. Hey, there we go. So the other thing that unless I already, no, we did not. We'll complete that. Actually, I don't know if that's the, we're done the material study on that one. It's the data banks, which I don't know how many we have of those. We might have to go back up with one of our dupes, but we can do that. In the meantime, we can take that out. So I just set up builders so that they can operate really good, but they don't have piloting. I'm curious if this is going to happen again, where I can get a dupe that doesn't have piloting, or at least a bionic dupe that doesn't have piloting to take off. They're heading towards the rocket. Yep. Nope. Yep. Pilot boarding. Okay, for some reason, this time it doesn't work. Okay, they can't actually... Just curious, did they actually have a booster in there, or they might have? Okay, anyways, the point is to get more data banks. Just noticed that the nuclear waste is backing up. Is there not a connection between here and here? Oh, whoops. Okay, that would help. So now that I am thinking we're going to get a moo, finally. Oh, are you... I don't think you're stuck. Are you stuck? But yeah, I'm digging this out for a stable. I guess that setup can go because that is all old. So we're opening up this area. We're going to have a carbon dioxide pump located down here now, with the idea that we'll also take in natural gas. A little bit of natural gas in the air too. So here is my plan for a moo stable. Up here we definitely have to have enough data banks. 48. Let's send you back down so we can utilize that. Did I send them back down? There they are. And I can get rid of that, and we can upgrade this to a Radbolt engine. That'll be nice. We can even start charging it. We'll have to put our research station back, though. That's okay. So to do this, let's see. Add module. Radbolt Engine. Make that out of steel. Going in right there. Awesome. Let's have that go a little bit higher. And take you, hit copy setting. Oh, not ready yet. So I'm figuring we might as well start loading in plant husks here. If we haven't, okay, it doesn't matter if we haven't seen the critter. We can have that starting to load. That should be stable soon. And scientist, giving us the ability to build a telescope on our rocket. So let's go utilize that. So we'll need space for that. We'll see how big this is going to end up getting. Oh, we might as well go up just in case it's needed. But adding a module, RoboPilot. I've got to try that out someday. But we'll build one of these, plastic and steel. We have both. Let's just check that again. So if we are needing research reactor, or research Radbolts, We'll send true signal for you to go left. Otherwise, we'll go up. And let's design this such that it would go like that. That's at a risk, now that I see it, of Radbolts firing and going towards the dupe. So what I'll do is make a little reflector that'll force it to go maybe back. Oh, that would cause an infinite loop, wouldn't it? Or no, I would just have it shoot out maybe under or over or something like that. At least going away from the dupes. There's our module there. So what else do I need? If I find some high stress, that was builder. I better give them some rest. I think this allows you to inspect it multiple times, or maybe that's a bug, and I'm not actually supposed to. That's like the third time I've been able to get a data bank from this guy. Intercept charge. Why can't I? Oh, because there's... Oh, I have to choose something now. Just in case my plan doesn't work out and I end up needing... Actually, no. I'm going to get some gassy from the asteroid that I'm going to be going to anyways. I don't know, maybe this. So yeah, we've got a few pipes that have burst. Even with ceramic, that wasn't good enough. But as long as this thing is flowing, I think that's fine. It's just once this is disabled, I need some sort of mechanism for water to not be in there. We're going to put that back. Nope, nope. Let's not shoot in the butt of our dupes. Let's have that go out this way. Double check this. So we got this guy flowing into here, and well, into here, and then otherwise out like that. So we're draining phyto oil. So I would much, it's occurring to me now that I would be better off with crude oil for the stress relief. So maybe we'll drain that out of there. Inside this rocket there, this is not set up for that exactly. Oh, that's, yeah, gunk. Okay, let's just fix that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that we get a line going down like this. And inside the Husky Moo, let's just connect this like that. Just in case there was... Oh yeah, that'll just go right through it. And we'll drain all that out. So just had to put in a second liquid reservoir. Can you let that drain out? And crude oil ready to go. It's just a little warm, so maybe put it through some cooling first. Okay, I'm just curious. Let's double check our Radbolts. We did not make it very far, did we? There we go. First Radbolt into our Radbolt rocket. I am happy with the progress today. I was only planning on getting the enriched uranium in my mind, so the fact that I actually have a Radbolt engine and we've got our mini nuclear power plant down here is great. The plan from this perspective is to obviously get this thing charged, which I don't think is going to take too long. Modify the inside of this rocket so that the bionic dupes I send on a space mission won't get stressed out, or at least that's the hope. Then we'll have to find the asteroid where our Moo is, land there, get that thing back, figure out how to convert it to a Husky Moo, and then find out what it's like to have a Husky Moo in your stable. Just a reminder, I streaming on Oxygen on Twitch, and my highlights are up here on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully see you another time.